Good morning. How are you today? I am Frida Green and I am cooking in the kitchen today. Getting ready. Here is the Pampered Chef recipe. And it's sizzling in the pot. And this is onions, green and red peppers, and orange peppers. It is called shrimp scampi. Not shrimp scampi, excuse me. It is called chicken scampi. So I'm going to let this cook for a little while. But the first step of this recipe, and this is what it's supposed to look like. Now, I am cooking the peppers from my chopped peppers from the freezer, making this quick and easy. And this is the recipe. And I'll go over it with you. First of all, I placed, I had flour and I put it in. This is Pampered Chef's flour, where I put, there's 3 of them that connect. But anyways, I just used one because this recipe just called for flour. And it called for 1 pound of chicken. And I have put in almost 2 pounds of chicken, so I'm doubling it. So I put my flour on my chicken breasts, and I just got it said to cut them up. Well, I used the thin that were already, chicken tenders that were already cut up. Got them on sale. So, and it said to flour on both sides and then fry them for 3 to 4 minutes. Well, I ended up frying a little bit longer to get them brown. And it said just to put them, let's see here. This is the chicken. That's mostly, and it said just to cook them on one side, brown them on one side. So you see I've got them browned on one side. And I took them out. Beautiful day today, sunshine. Jeff, turn that TV down, would you? So, brown my chicken, and I'm cooking my onions and my peppers. It calls for 3 medium bell peppers of different colors, half a small red onion. I just used regular onion that I had chopped up and that was already in the freezer. That's what I do. If you want to really help yourself, make quick meals, peppers and onions are wonderful to freeze. Get them while they're fresh. Chop them up in one of your choppers from Pampered Chef or your mandolin, and then you can slice them and freeze them. You can freeze them whole, anyway. And so get them out, and put them in some olive oil, and then I'm going to make some broth with this Pampered Chef Scampi meal mix. Oh, it's wonderful. I've already used it. I made some shrimp scampi. I mean, it just took minutes. And the shrimp scampi, it says if you want to make a delicious garlicky shrimp or chicken scampi in your own kitchen, just add butter, your favorite protein if you want to, whatever you want to cook with it, and noodles for a meal, just like you get in a restaurant. And it really is true. That's that's in the Pampered Chef Scampi meal mix, and it is gluten-free. So, I already made the shrimp scampi the other day when I needed a quick meal. This meal is a little bit longer, but not much. So since I've got my chicken done, and you want to put this in a pan that you can put in the oven. And of course, Pampered Chef, these pans, look how pretty that is. These are the original non-stick pans. They go right in the oven. See that? Right in the oven. And the newer ones, they also do too. So it said to brown this for about 3 or 4, let's see, 2 minutes. So these are about done. And we'll probably just cut them off. And what I am doing is I'm making up, this is kind of like, to me, like a casserole. And I'm putting I've got my rice ready to cook right here. I don't know if you can see that, but this is in my Instant Pot, which of course Pampered Chef has an Instant Pot. That's a quick cooker. Quick cooker is what it's called. I've had my Instant Pot for years. I don't have the Pampered Chef, but I highly recommend the quick cooker if you want to have a party and get it for a lot cheaper than an Instant Pot. But the Instant Pot is a pressure cooker, and so is the quick cooker. And I think the quick cooker, it does a lot more things too. You can cook your onions, cook your stuff on sear, and brown your chicken. The only reason I'm browning my chicken in that, because I'm going to cook it in that big pan, that Pampered Chef pan. So the next thing I'm going to do is, all I have to do is I did my chicken, did my vegetables, and then I'm going to whisk a half a cup of chicken broth, which I'm going to use probably a cup, and a half a cup of half and half. And I've got cream, and I'll probably mix it with milk because I don't have any half and half. So you can do in the kitchen a lot of things, substitutions. You can mix whole milk with milk, regular milk, and have a half and half mixture. Then it calls for 2 tablespoons of the Scampi mix, which I showed you. I'm going to use 4 because I'm doubling it. And then it calls, let's see here, then it says melted butter, 2 tablespoons. And all you do is whisk the broth and the half and half and the Scampi mix and butter in a medium bowl to create a sauce. And then you set it aside. Place the chicken uncooked side down into the veggies. So you have I have my veggies, and then so next thing I'm going to do, make my sauce, but I'm going to put my chicken, the uncooked side down, on those veggies that you've seen, and top with the sauce. Bake for 8 to 10 minutes, or until the chicken reaches 165. Serve over cooked rice or spaghetti, and I've got my rice in my Instant Pot, so when I come home from church, I'll have my chicken casserole type dish. It's not really casserole, it's chicken with the vegetables, and I'll have the sauce, the chicken scampi is what it's called that I'm making. And I'll put it in the oven. I'll preheat my oven for 425. Cook it for 8 to 10 minutes. And if you're not sure about how chicken feels when it's done, you can check it with your instant thermometer, and it needs to be 165. But usually it'll cook a little bit more so after it gets out. So that's all there is to this. And serve it over cooked rice or spaghetti. So I'm serving mine over cooked rice. I've got my vegetables, I've got my chicken. And also what I usually do is I added onions and garlic to I made it my rice like risotto. And it's easy to do in the Instant Pot. You just, fry your onions, and I put some garlic in there in butter, and you brown your rice a little bit before you cook it. And and you add chicken broth, but I only had some vegetable rice, so I put vegetable rice 3 cups, and I made my Instant Pot risotto without having risotto rice. It's just jasmine rice, which I love anyways. But one thing that helps it is you put a can of cream of chicken soup in it in your Instant Pot, and you cook it for 8 to 10 minutes. But you don't want to overcook. I would say cook less to start with. You don't want to overcook your rice. So this is going to be a wonderful meal, and it's going to be quick and easy when I get home. In the Instant Pot, that rice is going to take about 15 minutes, to heat up and get the pressure on the pressure cooker, and then the other's going to take 8 to 10 minutes. So I'll be ready to eat when I get off of church, and to serve. We've invited the family over, so God bless you. And if you're interested in this recipe, I can message me, and I will get it to you. I'll send a picture of it. And this is a nice meal, and I will let you know. I'll make another little video after I get it done today and show you what it looks like. Mine's not going to look as different as like theirs because I don't have my my peppers cut in slices. But I'm thinking this year when I'm putting my peppers up, because I grow them in my garden, that I'll cut more in slices so that I can have, and not just chop everything up. So, and I can have some slices because it make it look pretty. But anyways, it'll still be good. It'll still taste good. And it'll still have that bright red and orange and green colors on it to make it look pretty. And here's another picture. Here's another glance at it. Let me see. Sorry about this. That's what it's supposed to look like. Recipe. Like I said, if you need more information, let me know. I will get it to you. And if you want to have a Pampered Chef party, I do Pampered Chef, and we have a lot of fun. We do just catalog parties sometimes, where you send a link to people, and so everybody can order on their own, easy peasy. But I also do in-home parties, which are really, really fun. A lot of people haven't never done them. I have. I've been to them, and if you've ever been to one, you'll want to go to one or have one. So I highly recommend it because you get your friends together and have a good time in your kitchen or wherever you want to have it. Some people have it at other people's house that have a little bit more room. And but we also do Facebook parties. Those are fun too. I'm still just getting used to the Facebook parties, but they are fun. If we can get everybody talking and chatting and being like at a party, it makes it more fun. And then you get free product. If you're a hostess, you can get free and half price products. And you can really, that's the way to go, is be a hostess. And if you love Pampered Chef like I do, I want to have Pampered Chef in my home, and I may not be able to afford the full price, but I can have a party and get a lot of product for free or very cheap. So I highly recommend having a party. If you want to have a party, let me know, message me. I'm going to put this on YouTube, and then I don't know if I can get it on Facebook. It might be not too long, but thank you for coming to my kitchen, and I pray that you will subscribe. And I come on every day or 2 or 3 sometime. And there's my husband getting into the refrigerator. And so we're going to have dinner today. I can cook for a lot of people when I have these kind of meals, and I usually try to prepare them a little bit ahead of time. And that's what Pampered Chef's all about. Let's teach and help each other learn ways that we can still cook. We don't have to eat out every meal because it's just too expensive. Jeff and I ate out last night. We had a gift card from Christmas, so we used that. We still had to pay, I don't know, $15, $20 extra. So, he mentioned something about going out today. I said, let's just eat at home. It's better food, tastes better, especially if you got some good recipes and it don't take you a long time. So this morning I'm doing a little preparation. I'll turn my Instant Pot on when I get home, and it'll be done in about 15 minutes. And then I'll put this in the oven, and it'll be done 10, 15 minutes, and we'll be ready to eat. We won't have to wait. So hopefully some of our family want to come and eat with us. And God bless you. Have a blessed day. Hopefully you'll be in church somewhere with God's people. God's people are the church. So I pray that you will be with them. And I pray if you don't know Jesus today, that you'll accept him in your heart. If he's talking to you, just say yes and repent of your sins. Know that we're all sinners. We're all sinners saved by grace. And right behind me, just so you know, that's our blessed little grandbaby Matthew, and me and my husband Jeff. And we are over the moon about that little boy, and we just had a good time with him yesterday, playing with him. So share with me, subscribe to my station, and if you like what you see, put the like button. I'm trying to build my station so I can share the love of Jesus through my life, because Jesus has been so good to me. He's blessed me in more ways than I can count. And I would get to cry teary real quick over my Lord because he's been so good to me. So I bless you, and I pray that you have a good day. And even when things are rough, Jesus will help you get through it and get to the other side. So God bless.